On this episode of We're No Damn Experts, Rebecca and Madi have a guest on the podcast that tells them about the flag at their new location, and it's things that they probably should have already known.
Best damn podcast, the best damn town. You wanna get up, get ready to get down. With its big wide sky and the wild river Thames. If you wanna go, we can take you there. To Great Falls, Montana.
Welcome to the greatest damn town in Montana, Great Falls. I'm Rebecca Ingham.
And I'm Maricela Hazard.
And we're no damn experts. We haven't been experts for almost an entire year and a half, it feels like. But today, our topic has to do with our new location.
Yes, and it's something that we should know more about because we field a lot of questions about it.
We do, and I just assume we're going to field more and more questions now that we're at 15 Overlook Drive. And with us today is a flag expert, someone who is going to sound better than us on this podcast because they have experience in communicating with people who aren't there on a microphone, and who knows this town like the back of their hand, Kim Martin.
That's totally me. I haven't been an adult anywhere but Great Falls.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've not owned any other property. I've not been married. I've not reproduced children anywhere but other in Great Falls. So there you go.
So that's the qualifications to be an adult.
I think so.
For a different podcast, we could talk.
I think so. Yeah, absolutely.
But you have had an amazing career here in Great Falls, and one of those things is you were a realtor for a long time.
I was almost 18 years.
Oh my God, she doesn't look a day over 20, doesn't?
Nope.
That's the good thing about radio.
But you were part of the committee the Realtors Association, who handle this huge, giant, big flag, which we now occupy what is affectionately known as Flag Hill in Great Falls. We brought you on to talk about the flag.
Oh, I like to talk about the flag. I love her.
So for those of you who don't know what this location looks like, there's a ginormous flag. I'm sure Kim is going to give us the dimensions. It could cover Great Falls 2 times over in my eyes.
Likely.
It's huge. It's a landmark, and it kind of gets a little windy here sometimes. So it's shown. It is flown, and it's gorgeous. So
tell us about the flag. How long has it been here on Flag Hill? Because it didn't used to be Flag Hill, I don't think.
Well, maybe you should tell us the connection while a realtor of 18 years.
Actually, it started before I ever even came here as being an adult, right? There was a committee of realtors that got together, and they decided that they needed to have one. There was a gal, her name was Teeny Schmazow.
Wait.
No, I know, Teeny.
That's a great name.
And she was teeny.
Well, that's good.
And she is the one that she went somewhere else and she saw a flag and she's just absolutely was ecstatic. And she said, we have to have this for Great Falls. We just have to have it. And so they formed the Centennial Committee, and a bunch of the realtors got together and they did things that, we're not allowed to do for fundraising anymore, like stand on 10th Avenue South with a boot and get money, right? Because now it's dangerous. Apparently it wasn't in 1983.
So much has changed since 1983.
Right? Way more lanes. And yeah. So, they did that. And that was, a labor of love, right? That's what they did. And so on July 4th, 1984, the flag was put up.
Oh my.
Yep. And they did a huge dedication and, and obviously very special and still very special. It is 30 feet by 50 feet.
Holy moly.
So if you think about that, that's bigger than a lot of people's, main living area in their homes.
Oh, yeah.
We have Riverview houses that are like 900 square feet,
Yeah.
It's huge.
It's huge.
That's like a football field, right? That's how everybody measures stuff, as football fields.
It's a rink. It's
a rink.
I don't, like an ice skating rink, maybe. Because I don't know. The thing is huge. It's on the hill, and
Yeah.
it's always blowing.
It is.
Most like, often days. So it looks bigger to me than it probably actually is.
Today, a somber day, it's flying at half staff because of Senator Bob Dole. But when it flies high, and this wind has been atrocious this winter because we haven't gotten any snow, do you guys ever take it down?
A lot.
Oh.
So we have a huge help with the Montana Air National Guard.
Okay.
Joe Bullock up there, he's my main dude right now. And he is the one, he keeps closer eye on it than I do or Terry does at the Great Falls Association of Realtors. He is the one that is up here, as we know from being in Great Falls a majority of our lives. The wind tends to be down when the sun is still down. And so when that bad boy is whipping, of course, it can be a little bit dangerous. So they tend to lower it and raise it at dawn and dusk.
Okay.
But yes, we change it out, and depending on the weather, sometimes we can go through 9 flags a year.
What?
Yeah.
How much is each flag?
There's increased shipping. No, I'm just kidding. They're made in the USA. There will be no. We buy in bulk.
Okay.
Okay. So
So
we
they're
try to
just
buy
stored?
at least 3 or 4 at a time.
So you've learned your lesson.
And they're close to $1,000 a piece.
Oh,
So-
my. Oh, my.
Right.
So on the weather terms, it's called an inversion break, diurnal heating. So it's, around 11
She's a
a.m.
meteorologist.
Okay.
It breaks. That's when the inversion breaks and the winds can gush down to the surface. And then
Okay.
it sets back up closer to dawn. Or dusk, sorry.
I was just excited I knew what grapple was. Okay.
So you guys have this $9,000 a year flag, that we don't know the difference from.
Yeah.
Do you do anything with the ones that were flown? Like, do you
Oh.
donate them? Do you repurpose them?
Commemorate somebody and they get it.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
look at this. We're
but
smarter than we knew.
We actually dispose of them properly. They get incinerated.
Okay.
Okay.
So the way they should be. But yes, they have been donated. The other thing that we have, and I'm not going to remember her name right now, but she lives out in San Cooley, and we call her our very own Betsy Ross. So last week, before it was taken down, do you guys remember it was a little tattered on the
Yep.
edges? There's a protocol, right? The flag has lots of rules. So one of the things is it cannot be less than 30 by 40. Okay, so 30 by 50, that
Meets the point.
math part is what it's supposed to be, right? It's ratio, but it can go down to 30 by 40. And so
Okay.
when that happens, although that one may not have been repairable, we give that flag to this gal,
Our own Betsy Ross.
our Betsy Ross, yep. And she cuts it and folds it and sews it back together. And so
Oh.
occasionally we do try to save money,
Mend it a little
right?
bit.
Yeah. And then there's the pulleys and all that fun stuff too. So it can cost up to around $15,000 a year to keep it maintained, and that's with volunteers. So
I want to know what Betsy's like. Hey, we're taking the flag down. It's going to be windy and we need a repair. Like, this is an emergency sewing operation. She goes to an appointment. Why were you late? I was repairing Old Glory.
right?
And
I don't know if you understand.
the one on Flag Hill. And then like the red carpet rolls out.
I need a needle and some thread right now.
Stat.
Yeah.
When I first started working at tourism, one of the first guests that I've had that walked into my office and made themselves at home was a woman about the flag. And she said, where do I give money and this, that, and the other? And it's like, when I found out the realtors and, I have my checkbook right here ready to give it to them. I'm like, well, it's not us. I don't know, again, how you got to tourism where we weren't at this current location. So I then quickly had to learn about the flag and the Realtors Association and how you guys put on this annual event, cruising for the flag. Then there was nope.
The reason we did cruise in the flag
okay.
was because of COVID.
Yeah.
Because we could not get together for Flag Day.
Flag Day. And then you guys have the other one where you repurpose something. what was that one called? No? Okay, never mind.
Kim doesn't know.
I think, yeah.
She was
like a
just
flea
here to
market.
talk
There
about
was a
the
flea
flag.
market.
Oh,
one.
yeah. So that's internally. So
Okay.
I forget. You're right. Yeah, absolutely. So we do it's
I'm
kind
not
of a
crazy.
no, you're not. A flea market flip kind of a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And that's just something that we've done for 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
But usually the realtors, some of the offices, some of the banks and then the title companies and things like that the realtors work with on a regular basis, we're all stuffed in our houses. You know what I mean? It's not, we can't be hanging out underneath the flag because, it's just not that nice right now. Or it's dark really quick. We can't
Right.
really help that. Dark at 4. And so then we, repurpose furniture, and it's the flea flipping for the flag.
Yeah, there we go.
Because we wouldn't want to do anything that was copyrighted,
There, exactly.
right?
Right.
You say it's internally. I found it on Facebook multiple times.
Well, yeah, because we sell stuff on there
Okay.
to try to get more money. But yes, and always promoting. And yes, that's fun.
I mean, it sounds like a great
That's
fun.
big
and,
fun.
And it's for the flag.
Exactly.
People
Yeah.
need to know that it is $9,000 a year.
Yeah.
Just for the flag.
Not even Betsy's work.
No.
And I don't even know who's paying for the lights, but I don't think it's us, but those lights are expensive.
So let's talk about the lights.
Tell me.
This is one of my very favorite stories. I love to tell this story. Those lights were repurposed from the stack. Yes. So they used to light up the stack. Okay.
So for those of you that don't know, in the 80s, at the same time this flag was being flown, I think we had the stack and then it came tumbling down. And that was part of our smelter mining history operations. So
Yep.
That
so
is
those,
cool.
Those lights are, and obviously, right, we could totally go LED and do all these things. No,
there's
we're
no
not doing
story
that.
left.
No. They're the lights that belong to the stack. So, so that's my favorite story. I love that.
Because the flag has to be lit.
Absolutely.
It has to be lit at
Yep.
night.
unless
Otherwise-
you take it down.
Exactly. If
Yep.
it's, you have to have a light on it at night. So what kind of relationship did you develop with Malmstrom National Guard or Montana National Guard for them to be kind of a keeper of the flag as well?
That I don't know the roots of that, but I do know that since the very beginning, it's been that way.
Okay.
So I'm going to guess that somebody that was, part of the Centennial Committee had a son or daughter that was part of the Guard and, grew this relationship, and it's just always been that way.
Yeah, they have to know those
Yeah.
flag protocols
There's
down
a,
to the
I
T.
always wonder, because I'll get like the governor will on his Facebook post make the declaration that flags have staff and ours is already where it needs to be. I'm like, who gets this? Is there like a text alert like, hey, flag keepers, you need to
Yeah,
kinda.
lower
It is.
before
think
anybody
about
else
it. Yeah, because
knows.
it's got to go to the post office.
It's a federal
and-
program.
Yep.
Is it a text though?
I'm pretty sure you can sign up for text alerts anyway now. If you think about it, there is the other text messages they sent out internally, like on base and that. Well, we won't get into that. I'm sure
She
there's
knows more than I
Please.
do.
Please.
A few years ago, everyone in Hawaii was sent a text message by a
That's true.
young enlisted, I believe. It was erroneous about imminent threat. So I'm sure there's something about a flag.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I've always wondered because I see it and then the flag's already there and I'm like, I wonder
That's
who gets
Joe.
up.
That's Joe and his crew.
See, and
working
I've
their
been giving
magic.
you credit, Kim. I'm
Thanks,
like, Kim's
man.
getting up in the morning and lowering that to half staff and getting everything handled. And
I feel like if you do something for the flag, you should have a punch card or something where you can just go to any coffee shop you want and be like, walk into a bongo, be like, hey, I did flag detail this morning. And they're like, here's your cup
here's
of-
your coffee.
They probably
Right.
would.
Yeah.
And it would probably be like double barrel, right?
Yeah.
Because Lucas does such a great job of helping out, law enforcement and first responders anyway.
So, yeah.
There you go.
We have amazing people here. We really, really do. And when it was tattered, I actually got a text, hey, you guys going to take that thing down? And they usually do that in the high winds. And I was like, I know, but for some reason it didn't happen. Timing, I don't know. Too dangerous, usually, is what it ends up being.
So how many questions or not, how many inquiries do you field from concerned citizens of the flag? Because I'm sure you might need a second cell phone.
Right?
Do you publish your own cell phone, or you're
do
like,
you have
oh no,
two phones?
realtors?
As a
Okay.
realtor, I always was, yes. And as a lender, I still have. It's way out there. If you really want to know where it is, it's
You'll
there.
find it.
Actually, most of the people call the Great Falls Association of Realtors, so those
Okay.
girls down there
Handle it.
field most of the calls.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get calls and complaints about the roaming bison throughout our town, all the painted, beautiful bison.
Oh.
And it's like our job to make sure they're corralled and in the right locations, but it's not really.
They're upset. Like, they're not happy when they call us.
Why?
They're like, you have this buffalo listed at
this-
this location,
Oh,
and that is wrong.
and
That is
somebody
wrong."
moved because, like, Stockman Bank built a new building.
Right.
Or
Oh.
a private, the person who owns it donated it or
And then
put it on
moved it to
lend.
someone else.
Oh.
And they're like, this is
I loved that
wrong.
project.
You need
We should
to
do
move
it
it.
again.
We
There are
should.
so many people who want it, and whether it be more bison or fish or
Rebecca and I
horses.
have an awesome idea.
Uh-huh.
We think that there should be a quarterly, maybe once a year, depending how big we want to go, a blank bison
Yeah,
installed in a location where
easily accessible.
where an artist can work on it, or a community project, a proud one. And then when it is done, it is raffled off,
Oh.
and then a new one is put at a different location.
Right?
And it's kind of a community. Maybe you have a guest artist working on it, but it keeps the excitement going, and it can give plenty of time to let some of these bison rest, get fixed, sealed up again.
Rest.
Or we can line them up here in our park.
Just like a barrage.
Like
Next to the
herd of
T-Rex?
bison.
Next to we'll put one of the T-Rex
I
mouth.
love the T-Rex. The T-Rex has eaten a lot of flags.
There's also a T-Rex up on the hill, but 57 feet tall.
Oh my gosh, that's
Something-
big.
Yeah, something along those lines. It does look like you can climb it. Mm-hmm. There are
Probably you shouldn't though.
probably shouldn't.
But we're not experts at that, so it don't matter.
So
If you
my,
want to climb it.
What do you do when your Frisbee hits it?
what do you do when your daughter starts climbing it? Do you discourage her from being active and seeking new heights? There's no glass
You
ceiling.
just hope no one has their cell phone.
Oh, I had mine. Well, because she was so scared of it at first. So she was like
Aw.
inching towards it. She loves dinosaurs. I'm going to take her to T-Rex. And then she was like, don't touch it. But it's like, a great picture when you have the T-Rex there and then bam, there's your 50 by 30 flag flying right next to it.
Yep.
So
I wonder how many times the flag's been photographed, because I guess I only photographed it once, but then I used that photo a lot of times.
I used to, every time there was a different sunset or a different temperature, a different season, I took lots and lots of pictures of it over the years. We have had other people send us photos, and if you actually check out the Facebook page, but also the website, Great Falls Realtors Flag Project.
okay.
Oh.
.org. There's actually a page in there that you can click on, and it says like these are the Tribune photos that have been taken, and there's photos from 1984 when it was first put up, which is really cool. And then there's some very artistic ones in there, and then there's another section that says these were taken by fans of the flag, and so there's some there as well. And it's very interesting how
Oh, that's cool.
some people have captured it. So
I find we are a town full of art and adventure. Mm-hmm. Almost like
It's our logo.
we
Brand
knew that.
logo.
But it's amazing to me what people can capture, how they see things differently when they're at that area. And now that we live up here in this park, it's very interesting to see how many times people come up here to visit the area, whether it be for the flag or the veterans or the
Listen,
Sheriff.
Highway Patrolman Memorial or the Lewis and Clark statue or the J. Albert. There's just a lot of art right here. A lot of people are engaging with that, taking pictures, being a part of that, which I think is really neat.
I love it. I'm not used to it yet, though. So-
Additionally, from an art standpoint, Brian Morger has a painting that he did of the flag.
Yep. We also had Rachel Kaiser as well as Helen Costello. Each did their own medium over the years. We paid for them to do something for us and give us the rights so that we could sell them. So we have different note cards made up of those, as well as prints. Helen Costello's Brian's, they're all amazing, right?
Yeah.
But when you sit them next to each other, it's very hard to enjoy them. But if you take them away from me, I love, Helen's is watercolor.
Okay.
And so it's just very, very different. But of course, Brian's is very Brian, and it's amazing. And that is like probably people's favorite one. And then Rachel's, we had Rachel do that. I was also chair that year as well.
She's the artist for the murals.
Yes.
Okay.
And she had just finished the skateboard park.
Okay.
And then some things occurred. And so we felt like, we wanted to, bring her in and let her know that we loved her.
Okay.
And so she did the last one that we've done. But I'm sure we'll do more,
So do they stay available for purchase
Absolutely.
at the Association of Realtors
Yep.
office? Mm-hmm. That's cool.
So, and a lot of people don't do this, but if you wanted Brian's print, if you donated $75, then we would give you that print. Now you would do the framing and, pick all that stuff out yourself. Yeah. And so, yes, that's a thing. But a lot of people, they just want to give to the flag. So,
Right.
or they already have 6. So,
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Do you have any upcoming projects for it? Any big plans for the next year?
Oh, I'll tell you, one of our very favorite things in the whole wide world is our golf tournament.
Okay.
So we have a golf tournament, and I refer to COVID again, but we did it one year over at Hickory Swing.
Okay.
And then we didn't get it together for
Did
the
it
following
virtually?
year. And then
Everyone
we
had a
weren't
Wii.
sure we were going to get to bring it back again. But it was like the very first thing they let us do publicly because, of course, as you remember, outside golf was one of the things that we were allowed to do. And we had to go through a lot of different things and wipe carts down and stay away from each other and do those kind of things. But that was like the first big event, and it was on September 11th.
Okay.
And
wow.
so it was a sold-out event. We had a wonderful time. People dressed their carts up, and I knew the weather, we couldn't have asked for better weather. It was absolutely amazing. And so then this last September, Friday fell on the 10th. But still, we always try to get them around, Flag Day, those kind of events, right? Patriotic days. And also sold out, including our sponsorships and everything else. And we raised over $8,000 this year at the golf tournament. And it's so much fun.
Oh, wow.
It's so much fun.
Well, that's
Such an amazing thing that our community is able to do, and the people that live here and devote to that. Because before the Budweiser building was built, all you could see was the flag. But now you see the big Budweiser sign, American beer, or used to be, and the flag.
I've actually, when I was doing all the photos, I was like, I wonder if they let me stand on their roof.
they probably would.
It'd be such a good angle.
You should call and be like, hey, can I stand on your roof and take a picture of the
Yeah.
flag? They'd be like, oh no, and be like, you don't want me to take a picture of the
the
American
Well, and then
flag?
I thought, right, maybe an air conditioning unit, somebody that was working on that. I'd be like, hey,
Here's a camera. Just toss it up to them.
while you're up there
I'd hate for this to get out.
with your name on it.
With that Budweiser doesn't want me to take a picture of the American flag. It'd be a shame if someone in the media caught wind.
Yeah. Right?
So, yeah, let me know. I mean, I'm not in the media, but I know someone who is. So.
Right?
It is interesting what people will allow you to do when you show up with authority and a camera in your hand. You're like, hey, can I just climb up on your roof and take a picture? And they're like, sure.
Then Rebecca said it was okay. Oh, Rebecca? Okay, you're fine. Rebecca's not in your administrative umbrella at all or anything, but sounds like you have enough conviction.
Joe and I have for years now, and actually Bill was my person before Joe.
Okay.
We've been trying to actually get the pole painted.
Oh,
it hasn't
what
been
color?
painted for a long time.
Just
it'll be silver.
Okay. I was like,
I think. Actually, if we can find anybody that'll go 120 feet and in a bucket and, go up there. And
Yeah.
I don't
Paint in
know.
a circle.
There's very few people that'll do it. And I got on a big quest at one point, and what I find is if the TV stations are having theirs done, or somebody who's changing their light bulbs, that person could do it. And it just never seems to be like no rain, one of those situations. And of course, they plan way ahead because they budget. We're like, budget? Come on.
We'll see if we have money.
Grab a roller. We'll figure it out later.
We're fine.
Yeah.
I think it might be cheaper to charter a helicopter and just dump buckets on it.
You think?
And then, like,
Call up Homeland Security.
This is what we're going to
paint on
do.
it, and then hopefully it dries. You're fine. Or have Brush Crazy do a project. Hey, you're crazy and you like to
project.
paint.
Doug, buddy.
Yeah.
Come on.
Look, this is going to be fun.
Come on, Dawn. It's fine. It's only 120 feet.
I'm
Dawn, just
sure you
sign
don't
up a
need
class.
liability contract on this at all.
No, make a class like conquer your fear of heights and paint the pole.
We do have insurance.
Oh, there you go.
You're not on it, but
For fear the flag was to fly off and cover people on the bridge, that would be bad. So,
Oh.
yes, we are fully insured. Thank you.
that's never happened though, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not that I can talk of.
I think we'd know.
Okay.
I think they'd
That would be that
Yeah.
might make headline news.
probably.
I would think.
Yes. Yes, it would. It would be like this amazing community project. Like, are they too patriotic? Causes 20 car pileup. Like, yeah, you guys would get
What
in some
about
big
lightning?
trouble. Oh.
I don't think it's ever been struck by lightning. Not that I know of.
Oh.
Right?
Well,
Well, if we can get a picture of it.
Get on it. That'd be awesome.
we'll just sit there day and night waiting for that.
Well, I do eventually want to have one of those weather cams like the news stations have.
Sure.
Where you can watch the sunrise or sunset. And this could be like an official observing point. And then I can use the images for content.
There you go.
We do have
Self-serving.
amazing sunrises and sunsets. No doubt about it. Absolutely.
I know. When we moved up here, I wanted to take a picture of the exterior of the building to put on our website to show our new location. So I tried it both sunrise and sunset. And I brought my daughter with me, who's 3.5, and she loved it. I'm like, look at the colors. And she's getting so excited. And now she'll yell at me to come outside in the morning and look at the sky. So I'm like, yep, you're a Montana kid now. Sure enough, you like that big sky.
Yep.
So, are there things about the flag other than you replace it a lot and it costs a lot of money and you have to bring it down from the wind that people would be shocked to know about?
Shocked to know about. I don't know about shocked. We lend it out.
What?
That's kind of shocking, right?
That is weird.
Wait, do you rent it or lend it?
Lend it.
Oh, okay.
We do. Occasionally.
Who's going to need a 30 by 50 flag?
Well, the bison and the rustlers, they like to have it at their homecoming football games and things like that.
Oh.
And so we have ROTC programs that are in the high schools, and their
They do it in the
person will
gyms?
come and out
No.
in the field.
Oh.
Yeah. So we do lend it out. There are certain things they have to say. We have a little quote thing that they have to do. And of course, yes, they have to bring it back. And we had a special case welded for it with little wheels and everything. And it's all covered with, flag
Rebecca,
pictures and stuff.
These are our kind of people. People that are creating events.
Yeah.
They're like, we need a bigger flag.
Yes. It's been to the rodeo in January. It's
Okay.
been there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what they just call up, be like, hi.
Yep.
We're
Absolutely.
I'd like to borrow the flag.
Yeah. Hey, we're
Really?
having this thing. Can we take it? Absolutely.
really?
Yeah. It's been to Belts. It's been to
shocked.
Cascade. It's
I am in awe. Now, granted, I am sure you don't just show up here and raise it down and do the fancy fold and hand it over to someone.
Nope.
But
Oh, it's been to Centene a lot too. We have, yeah.
I just think that's awesome because I would have never thought to actually ask someone to borrow the flag.
Well, no, I wouldn't think that's like something you would plan for. Like this,
Yeah.
this flag is big enough.
Yep. And we have Operation Red, White, and Blue, where we go out to the elementary students if they have that's not seminar. What are they called? I'm so old I can't
Assembly.
remember. There you go, assembly.
Assembly.
I'm so old I can't remember what they're called anymore. and teach the kids about the flag, and we let them get underneath it and
Do the parachute thing?
Yeah, yeah.
My
And
da-
tell them how important it is. We also have a flag in the 4th of July parade, and the Boy Scouts always carry that for us.
Okay.
Because we need lots of people to hold it, because, of course, we wouldn't want it to touch the ground.
Right.
And in some cases, it's very wide.
Yes.
Okay. So the street and the people come closer on the sidewalk, and, you're
you-
crunching up, and you're like, no, get back.
You got like an army of
yes.
2-year-olds under there to
Yeah.
rest on their head.
So we have it, both of the 4th of July parades that are in our area do that as well. So,
Wow. Oh, okay.
hey, she just doesn't hang out up there. She's cool, man. She's Belle of the
She
Ball.
gets around.
That's right.
Sometimes it's a strategy on social media to post questions you probably know the answer for, but you just want engagement,
Yeah.
So we took a picture or something like, hey, does anyone know why like the flag's not on Flag Hill? We did this last year, I think, and plenty of people were like, it's probably too windy. Oh, they take it down for this. Like all these comments.
Yep.
Now I could have said, you're wrong. It's at the rodeo. Or,
She went to the rodeo.
We have extras.
oh,
Remember? I told you we buy in bulk.
Yeah, they've got just a
They're
stack
stored,
of them.
not a stack.
They've got the storage.
We have at
flag
least 3.
storage room.
We have at least 3.
okay.
They're in heavy rotation. They all look
And
the same.
sometimes one's getting sewn on. I mean.
They're all
Okay.
they all look the same.
This ain't your first rodeo.
No.
Okay.
No.
So you're putting the flags out. Well, I guess I just should have known more, but now I can say things.
Why
like,
would you just automatically know about the
Well,
operations of the
and
flag?
really, it is fundraiser only. It's not part of your taxes. It's not any, and that's the thing that I think people don't understand is it is not. The park, the city, was nice enough to let us put the pole here and, that kind of thing. So we have obviously a wonderful relationship with them. They make sure and turn the sprinklers off when we're trying to have, Flag Day celebration. We appreciate that. They spray for mosquitoes. Everyone appreciates that. Absolutely. And but they pay attention, man. If one of those lights is burnt out, they're like, hey, dark
your
on
light.
one side.
Your
Yeah.
light.
the guardians of the flag are going to
Yep.
come out? Yeah, just like the buffalo. So I want to meet these women that field the calls. Maybe, buy them a beer or something. They're like, I feel your pain.
Yeah.
Just please don't show up at 15 Overlook Drive thinking we have anything to do with it.
Nope. Send them over the other side of the hill.
We're going to send you over the hill, and you'll find the people who know what to do. We will regurgitate most of what you've told us.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
That's really our MO.
Yep.
it is, Kim. Honestly.
Because we're not smart enough to do this stuff on our own. We're like, oh, this person was in, they're smart. We'll just take that as truth. So
I'll take that and take that little feather and stick it in my cap for the rest of the day.
Do you know of any other realtor associations around the U.S. that do similar projects? Or is this unique or one of the first? Have it been modeled after other communities? Or have other communities stolen your idea?
So
And
I
also-
don't know about the realtor part of it. Helena has one,
Okay.
but I don't think it's the realtors that take care of that.
Okay.
I think that one actually is the city.
that might be.
Yeah.
Well, that's just pretty unique. And, if someone is going to steal an idea, I think this is a great one
It's
to
a pretty
do.
good one.
Yeah,
It's fairly solid. I mean, because it is such an iconic landmark. And, we will tell people where our address is. And they're like, oh, you mean Flag Hill? Nope. I mean 15 Overlook Drive.
I think that's why we weren't getting mail delivered here, because it didn't say
Until today.
Flag Hill.
Right?
Go by the big flag.
Overlook Park.
Put it in the building there. Okay.
We're our own little island right here at 15 Overlook Drive and in Overlook Park. There's no internet service. There's no running water. There's no electricity. This is all solar. Yeah.
You're reinforcing people's beliefs about coming to Montana now. Don't worry, guys. We have internet. It's faster than it was when we were in the basement. The water's so powerful. It shoots you from the sink. And we also have, what's the other one we're missing? Electricity. Yep, we're coming from you with lights on. Okay.
Oh, I thought these gold microphones had batteries.
AA. Powered from the block. So, Kim, I want to thank you for coming on the podcast and letting us know about the Great Falls Flag Project.org and how you guys are, fundraising for this iconic landmark for our community and visitors to enjoy. We're going to have you on the podcast again. I don't know if it's just to talk about why
Hey,
everyone loves
mortgage rates.
I'm here.
or why everyone from Wisconsin likes to move to Great Falls. Because
Yeah.
we found out just before that she's pretty much my neighbor.
Go Pack, go.
Go. So if you have any questions about today's episode, you can find our show notes at we'reknowdamnexperts.com or give me a call at 406-761-4436.
Thanks so much for being here, sharing all your knowledge about the flag. I'm so glad we got to be shocked by a bunch of stuff. So we hope you as well, listeners, are excited that you learned a little bit more about the flag here in Great Falls and the icon it is. And it prompts you to come visit us and see all the other amazing things that are here. So until we see your bright, smiling, happy face here at 15 Overlook Drive, we'll assume you're out having fun with friends and families wherever you are.
Bye-bye.
We're No Dam Experts is the recorded claims from Great Falls, Montana, covering what you need to know about this amazing damn town. Damn, that felt good.
On the next episode of We're No Dam Experts, Rebecca and Maudie share with you what to do when the museum is closed. We're No Dam Experts is produced by Great Falls, Montana Tourism with original music by the best dam musician, Joel Corda.